Good morning students. In the previous video, how to find adjoint of a 2 by 2 matrix and how to find the inverse of a 2 by 2 matrix. Now in this video, we continue the other problems. In our exercise, the 11th one 2 by 2 matrix is given. The name of the matrix is A, whose values are 1, tan x, minus tan x and 1. One matrix is given. Our question is to show the product of A transpose into A inverse. Okay, A transpose into A inverse is equal to cos 2x minus sin 2x, sin 2x and cos 2x. It's a full sum. So first of all, we will take the given matrix. What is the given matrix? Is A, whose values are 1, tan x, minus tan x and 1. You see in our proof, LHS, what are the matrices are involved here? There will be two matrices. They are A transpose and A inverse. So the first step to find the transpose of A. So A transpose. You know very well how to find the transpose. So the transpose become, the rows become a column and a column become a row. So now I directly write the A transpose. So A transpose. So the first row become first column. So 1 tan x. Okay, we change the first row become first column. And the second row become second column. So minus tan x 1. So we find A transpose. What is the other matrix? Is A inverse. You remember the formula of A inverse? The formula of A inverse is 1 by determinant A into adjoint A. So the next step to find the determinant of A. So determinant A. So determinant symbol. The values of A 1 tan x minus tan x and 1. So how to find the determinant value? The first step is we multiply the leading diagonal elements. 1, 1. 1 ones are 1. The next step, we multiply the remaining two elements with a minus sign. Already there, minus tan x into tan x. So minus tan square x. We also put one minus, so minus and minus is plus. So 1 plus tan square x. It is the value of determinant A. The next step to find adjoint A, because the formula of A inverse is 1 by determinant A into adjoint A. So the next step to find adjoint A. What is the working rule to find adjoint of any 2 by 2 matrix? The first step is we interchange the leading diagonal elements. And the next step is change the sign of the remaining two elements. So we interchange the leading diagonal elements, both are 1, so no change. So 1. The next step, change the sign of the remaining two elements. So plus tan x is there, so it becomes minus tan x. Minus tan x is there, so it becomes plus tan x. Next, we write the formula of A inverse. The formula of A inverse is 1 by determinant A into adjoint A. 1 by. What is the value of a determinant A? The value of determinant A is 1 plus tan square x. Okay. Next, adjoint A. The value of adjoint A is 1 minus tan x and 1. So now to find the LHS, both the values, they are A transpose and A inverse. The next step is to find the product of A transpose and A inverse. Now the LHS. The LHS is A transpose into A inverse. It is a value of A transpose. and A inverse value is 1 by 1 plus tan square x into 1 minus tan x 1. Now we multiply these two matrices. In these two matrices outside one scalar is there, they are 1 divided by 1 plus tan square x. So first we write this value 1 divided by 1 plus tan square x. Next we write the matrix value 1 minus tan x 1. That is this matrix. Next another matrix is also same value 1 minus tan x 1. So outside value there is no change, 1 by 1 plus tan square x. Now we multiply these two matrices. You know the working rule? First we will be take first row of the first matrix and first column of the second matrix, and then second row first column, then first row second column, second row second column. So first we multiply this first row elements and this first column elements. So 1 ones are 1. Next we multiply these two elements. Minus tan x into tan x is minus tan square x. So 1 minus tan square x. The next step, we will be take a second row here, first column here. Tan x into 1 is tan x. Then plus 1 into tan x. 1 into tan x is again plus tan x. So first column over. Now we do the same work in the second column. So 1 minus tan x. 1 into minus tan x is minus tan x. The next step, we move minus tan x into 1 is again minus tan x. Now we will take second row, second column. Tan x into minus tan x. Tan x into minus tan x. It becomes minus tan square x. Next we move 1 1. 1 answer 1. So plus 1. So in outside there is no change. 1 divided by 1 plus tan square x. Now it becomes 1 minus tan square x, no change. We write minus tan square x plus 1 is also 1 minus tan square x. What is the sum of minus tan x? It's the sum of 2 tan x with a minus. So it becomes minus 2 tan x. And tan x plus tan x, it becomes 2 tan x. So 1 minus tan square x, here also we write it is 1 minus tan square x. So 1 minus tan square is the first element. 1 minus tan square x. The next one minus 2 tan x. Here 2 tan x. Next one is 1 minus tan square x. But in our proof RHS, all the term involving sine and cos in 2. So I multiply outside the element in each and every element of the matrix. You know very well, any one element lies in outside of the matrix. That element should multiply each and every element of the matrix. Now I multiply 1 divided by 1 plus tan square x in each and every element. So it becomes 1 divided by 1 plus tan square x into 1 minus tan square x is 1 minus tan square x divided by 1 plus tan square x. Next, minus 2x is multiple with 1 divided by 1 plus tan square x. It becomes minus 2 tan x divided by 1 plus tan square x. So first row over. Second row. The term 2 tan x is multiple with 1 divided by 1 plus tan square x. It becomes 2 tan x divided by 1 plus tan square x. Next one. The term 1 minus tan square x is multiple with 1 plus tan square x. It becomes 1 minus tan square x a whole divided by 1 plus tan square x. You see all the term involving some tan square and tan. In 11th trigonometry, all involving the formulas. You remember the formula? The formula of cos 2 theta or cos 2a involving tan is 1 minus tan square a divided by 1 plus tan square a is a formula of cos 2a in our 11th trigonometry identity. But in place of a here, x. So it is exactly the formula of cos 2x. So it is a formula of cos 2x. 1 minus tan square x divided by 1 plus tan square x. So the first step, it becomes cos 2x. You see the same term lies in this second row, second column elements also. So this also involving cos 2x. Okay. You see these two elements, only one difference is there. You identify the difference? The difference is just a sign. It is a positive sign or it is a minus sign. The same, the formula of 2 tan x divided by 1 plus tan square x is also involving one formula. The formula is sin 2x. So 1 minus tan square x divided by 1 plus tan square x is cos 2x. And 2 tan x divided by 1 plus tan square x is a formula of sin 2x. So it is a formula of sin 2x. Suppose we have a doubt in the formula, we revise the 11th trigonometry book. It's exactly the formula of cos 2a or cos 2 theta involving tan. So it is a formula of cos 2a and it is a formula of sin 2a. So what is the value of this one? Minus 2 tan x divided by 1 plus tan square x. What is the only one difference? The difference is just minus. So what is the value of this one? So just minus sin 2x. Because all term is there. Except only one symbol is minus. So it becomes minus sin 2x. And that value is, you see both are same. So it is a formula of cos 2x. So cos 2x. Now you check, it is exactly the value of RHS. Now we will take the value of LHS. LHS, that is the product of A transpose into A inverse. Then we simplify all the term. It becomes cos 2x minus sin 2x and cos 2x. It is exactly the value of RHS. Now we will take LHS. We come in RHS. The next question is 13. There will be 3 matrices are given. The matrices names are A, B and C. Okay, all are 2 by 2 matrices. 3 matrices is given. Our question is find a matrix X. Okay, to find this matrix X. But this X satisfies one condition. AXB is equal to C. Okay, AXB is equal to C. So what is the given first of all? The value of AXB is equal to C. But we find alone the matrix X. So we leave this A and B. So how to leave or how to eliminate? So the first step, I pre-multiply A inverse on both sides. Already we explained what is meant by pre and post. Pre-multiply means in front of AXB we multiply A inverse. So A inverse of AXB is equal to A inverse C. What is the particular reason to pre-multiply A inverse? In LHS, left hand side, what is the matrix is the A. The inverse of A is A inverse. We already know the product of A and A inverse is always identity. So that's why we pre-multiply A inverse on both sides. We pre-multiply both the same matrix, so the value cannot be changed. matrix multiplication is always associative. That means we change the bracket is any manner. I write it is A inverse into A. So A inverse into A. What are the remaining two matrix? X, B is equal to A inverse C. You know very well. What is the value of A inverse into A? A into A inverse, or was reverse A inverse into A. The value is always an identity. So it becomes I into XB is equal to A inverse into C, where I is the identity matrix. This identity matrix is multiplied with any matrix, we have the same matrix. Okay, because it is the identity matrix. So what is the value of I into XB? So the value of I into XB is again XB is equal to A inverse into C. But we find only one matrix X. Okay. But this X is multiplied with again one more matrix. The matrix is B. How to eliminate B? We do the same mode. Okay. But B lies in right hand side of LHS. So we post multiply whose inverse on both sides. What is the inverse of B? The inverse of B is B inverse. So we post multiply B inverse on both sides. Because B lies right hand side of LHS, so I post multiply B inverse. You identify what is the next step? Matrix multiplication is always associative. So how to write XB into B inverse? It becomes X into B inverse. X into B inverse. RHS is no change. A inverse C B inverse. What is the value of B into B inverse? That value is always an identity. X, just I write I. X I is equal to A inverse C and B inverse. What is the value of X and I? I is the identity matrix. So that value is just X. So X is equal to A inverse C and B inverse. That means X is the product of three matrices. They are A inverse C and B inverse. Already given the matrix C. Okay, A, B, C matrix is given. The next step to find the inverse of A and B. Because X is the product of these three matrices. So the next step to find A inverse. In A inverse, what is the formula? 1 by determinant A into adjoint A. So first, I find the determinant of A. So I put a determinant symbol. What is the values of A? The values of A are 1, minus 1, 2, 0. We multiply. 1 into 0, 0. Next, we multiply these two elements with a minus sign. Already minus 2 is there. We multiply one more minus, it becomes plus 2. So determinant A value is equal to 2. Next, to find adjoint. Because the formula of A inverse is 1 by determinant A into adjoint A. The value of A is 1 minus 1, 2, 0. We need whose adjoint. So what is the process to find adjoint? We interchange the leading diagonal elements. So the leading diagonal elements are 0, 1. We interchange. Next, change the sign of the remaining two elements. So minus 1 is there, it becomes plus 1. Plus 2 is there, it becomes minus 2. Next, we write the formula of A inverse. The formula of A inverse 1 by determinant A into adjoint A. 1 by the value of determinant A is 2 into adjoint A. The value of adjoint A 0, 1, minus 2, 1. It is a value of A inverse. The next matrix C is already given, and the last matrix is B inverse. The formula B inverse is 1 by determinant B into adjoint B. So I find determinant B. Determinant symbol. The values of B 3 minus 2 1 1. We multiply these two matrices. 3 ones are 3. We multiply these two elements with a minus sign. So the final value 1 into minus 2 is minus 2. We multiply one more minus. So minus with minus is plus. So plus 2. Determinant B value is 5. So it is a value of a determinant B. The next step to find adjoint B. Okay, adjoint B. We see the values of B. The value of B is 3 minus 2 1 1. To find adjoint, the first step is we interchange the leading diagonal elements. So the interchange the leading diagonal elements, it becomes 1 3. And the next two elements sign only change. So minus 2 is there, so it becomes plus 2. Plus 1 is there, it becomes minus 1. Next, we write the formula of B inverse. The formula B inverse is 1 by determinant B into adjoint B. 1 by, what is the value of determinant B? The value is 5. We already find that value is 5 into adjoint B. The value of adjoint 1, 2, minus 1, 3. So it is a value of B inverse. Again, I write the value of x. The value of x is A inverse, C and B inverse. Now we write all the three matrices. A inverse, C, B inverse. Okay, is the value of A inverse. And the value of C is 1, 1, 2, 2. Next one is B inverse. The value of B inverse is 1 by 5 of 1, 2, minus 1, 3. So we write 1 by 5 of 1, 2, minus 1, 3. Now we multiply these three matrices. You know very well, at a time we can't multiply three matrices. So first we simplify the three matrices, become a two matrix. And then to simplify the two matrices become a single matrix. But the matrix outside elements we multiply. In matrix outside, what are the constant is there? 1 by 5 and 1 by 2. 1 by 2 into 1 by 5 become 1 by 10. 0, 1, minus 2, 1. This is the first matrix. And the second matrix 1, 1, 2, 2. Third matrix 1, 2, minus 1, 3. 1 by 10 of, it is your choice, we multiply any two matrices. That is, we multiply either 1, 2 or 2, 3. This is your choice. I multiply the first two matrices. The same working rule. 0 into 1 is 0. Plus 2. How I put 2? 1 2s are 2. So first row, first column. Next step, second row, first column. Minus 2 into 1 is minus 2. The next element is, yes, it is plus 2. 1 2s are 2. First row, second column. 0 into 1 is 0. Next, 1 2s are 2 plus 2. Next, second row, second column. Minus 2 into 1 is minus 2. Again I put plus 2 because 1 2s are 2. And the third matrix is no change. We write as it is 1 2 minus 1 3. So outside is 1 by 10. Now to simplify. 0 plus 2 is 2. 2 minus 2 plus 2 is 0. Here also 0. 1, 2, minus 1, 3. Now we multiply these two matrices. Outside elements, no change. What is the outside element? We should write it is a constant, or we say it is a scalar. So the scalar is no change. We write as it is 1 by 10. We multiply these two matrices. 2 ones are, okay? 2 ones are 2. Next, 2 into minus 1. 2 into minus 1 is minus 2. First row, first column over. Next, second row, first column. You see all the elements are 0. So all the value is also 0. 0 into 1 is 0. 0 into minus 1 is minus 0. Now we will take here the first row and here the second column. 2 twos are 4. Next, 2 3s are 6. Here all elements are 0 because 0 into 2 is 0. 0 into 3 is 0. One by 10 of 2 minus 2, 0. 4 plus 6, okay, 4 plus 6 is 10. 0 minus 0 is 0. 0 plus 0 is also 0. You see, one of the element is common in the matrix. One element is common in all the terms. Which one? That is 10. Because 10 into 0 is also 0. So I will take a common element 10 outside. Okay, 10 outside. Then the matrix values become 0, 1, 0, 0. I cancel. So the value of x, okay, the value of x is 0, 1, 0, 0. So it is the value of x. 2 by 2 matrices is over. Now we come in 3 by 3. Okay. In 2 by 2 there is one shortcut form to find adjoint. But actually the formula of adjoint of any matrix is the transpose of cofactor matrix is the original formula. But in 2 by 2 we use this shortcut form. So actually the formula of adjoint is transpose of cofactor matrix. So if you need an adjoint in 3 by 3, the first step to find cofactor is also easy. How to find the cofactor of given matrix A? Okay, the working rule is same. Okay, in 2 by 2, but we do some long process. To find the cofactor, first we know the sign or symbol of each and every element. Suppose a 3 by 3 matrix is given. The sign of each and every element in 3 by 3 is the first one symbol, we assume it is a plus. Okay, then minus, plus. It is a working rule to find the cofactor of 3 by 3. Whatever may be the given number symbol, it may be plus or minus. The place sign is a plus, minus, plus. You should go alternate. So plus, the next one is minus, plus, minus, and then plus, minus, plus. So it is very useful to find a cofactor of 3 by 3 matrix. So the sign or the symbol of the first element is always plus, then it goes alternate, plus, minus. So it starts from plus and end is also plus. It's only one rule to find a cofactor of any 3 by 3. So the formula of adjoint A in 3 by 3 is transpose of a cofactor matrix. Cofactor of A whose transpose. So is the original or the regular formula to find adjoint A. So we use this formula in 2 by 2 also. But in 2 by 2 no need using this formula because one shortcut form is there, we use this shortcut form. But in 3 by 3 there is no shortcut form. So it is a working rule to find adjoint of 3 by 3. So if we need adjoint of 3 by 3, first we find cofactor, whose transpose is nothing but adjoint. Now we see the sum. So second one, find the inverse if it exists of the following. We already see this second question 2 by 2 model. Okay, now we come in 3 by 3. What is the meaning if it exists? When A inverse or inverse does not exist, suppose whose determinant value is 0, then A inverse is impossible. Okay, so the first step to find determinant. You see the name of the matrix is not given here. Okay, the name of the matrix is not given. First we will be take the name of the matrix. We will be take the name of the matrices A, B, C like this. But generally we will be take the name of the matrix is A. So if we take the name of the matrix is A. The values of A 5, 1, 1, 1, 5, 1, 1, 1, 5. The next step to find whose determinant. Okay, so determinant A. Determinant symbol 1, 5, 1, 1, 1, 5, 1, 1, 1, 5. In 11th standard, you know very well how to find the determinant of 3 by 3. I explained detail. What is the working rule? Here also, the place symbol is plus, minus, plus. Okay, how to explain? 5. The first one place is 5. Okay, plus 5 is there, so I put it is plus 5. The number 5 after the row and column is leave. Okay, 5. We leave first row and first column. What are the remaining elements? 5, 1, 1, 5. You remember the working rule? First we multiply these two elements. 5 5s are 25. Next, what are the remaining two elements? 1, 1. We multiply this element with a minus 1. So minus 1. Wow. Next we move. The sign or symbol of this 1 is minus, so I put minus. Minus 1 of. It is the same rule. We leave the number 1 occurring the row and column. The number 1 occurring the first row and second column. We leave. What are the remaining elements? 1, 1, 1, 5. First we multiply. This is leading diagonal elements. 1 5s are 5. Next we multiply these two elements with a minus sign. So minus 1 is over. Next one plus 1. Okay, this plus 1. Now the same rule, we leave this number 1 occurring the row and column. The number 1 occurring row and column is first row and third column. So remaining elements 1, 5, 1, 1. First step to multiply the leading diagonal elements. 1 ones are 1. We put 1 minus sign. We multiply the remaining two elements. 1 5s are 5. So 5. 25 minus 1 is 24. Minus 1. 5 minus 1 is 4. Plus 1 of 1 minus 5 is minus 4. 5 24 sir. It is 120. Okay, 5 24 sir 120. Minus 4. 1 into minus 4 is again minus 4. 120 minus 8. Minus 4 is minus 8. So determinant A value is 112. This value is not is equal to 0. Therefore A inverse is exists. The next step is to find a cofactor of the given matrix. No need to write A. For our convenience, again I write the matrix A. Okay. What is the reason to find cofactor? Whose transpose is nothing but adjoint. So cofactor matrix. We write each and every element cofactor. Cofactor of what is the first element of A is a 5. You know in matrix we write it is A11. Okay, the place value. A11 means it has first row, first column element is equal to, we already tell the first element sign is always a plus. Okay, it become plus, minus, plus, minus, plus, minus, plus, minus, plus. For convenience, I write plus, minus, plus, minus, plus, minus, plus, minus, and plus. Whatever may be the symbol, sign. Okay, the place value or the sign is a plus. Okay, plus. The number 5 occurring in the row and column will leave. Okay, the first row and first column is leave. We write the remaining value with their determinant symbol. Remaining value. First row and first column is over. We write the remaining value. The symbol is only for use outside of the determinant. Okay, don't include in this determinant. What are the remaining elements? 5, 1, 1, 5. 5, 1, 1, 5. Outside is plus. Now we find this determinant. We multiply the leading diagonal elements. 25. Outside is plus, inside is 25 minus 1. 25 minus 1 is 24. So the final answer is 24. The first element power. Next, cofactor of, what is the next element of this 5? Is 1. Whose place value is A12. Okay, A12 means it has a first row and second column element. The symbol of this place is always minus. Okay, the sign is minus. So I put minus. You see the number 1 occurring the row and column. It occurs first row and second column. We leave first row and second column. What are the remaining elements? 1, 1, 1, 5. 1, 1, 1, 5. So you don't confuse. This plus minus plus lies only in the place. That is, it lies outside of the determinant. Don't come into the determinant. Outside sign is minus. Inside 1 5 is 5. Then we multiply these two elements with a minus sign. So minus 1. What is the final value? Inside value is 5 minus 1 is 4. But outside sign is minus. So minus 4. Next, cofactor of, what is the next element of 1? Again 1. Whose place value is A13. The sign or symbol of this place is plus. So this plus minus use this only. So plus. The next step, we leave the row and column occurring this element. Okay, A13 element is 1. We leave the row and column occurring this element 1. So it lies the first row and third column. So we leave the first row and third column. What are the remaining elements? 1, 5, 1, 1. So we write 1, 5, 1, 1. Plus. Okay, outside symbol is plus. We multiply these two elements. 1 1s are 1. Next we multiply these two elements with the minus. So minus 5. What is the final number? Inside is minus 4. Outside is plus. Plus into minus 4 is minus 4. So now we find a cofactor of the first row. We do the same work in each and every element. So next, to find the cofactor of this element. Okay, so cofactor of again 1 whose place value is A21. So A21, that means second row first column. What is the symbol or sign of this element? Is A21, whose value is minus. So I put minus. In the same manner, we leave the number occur row and column. So it occur second row and first column. What are the remaining elements? We leave the second row and first column. Remaining elements in the first row is 1, 1. And in last row it has 1, 5. Outside sign is minus. Then we simplify 1 5 is 5. minus 1. So the final answer is minus 4. Outside sign is minus. 5 minus 1 is 4. So minus 4. Next. Cofactor of the next element is 5. Okay, whose place value is indicated as A22. The A22 symbol is plus. Okay, plus or minus will come alternate. Minus, then we put plus. Determinant. Important, we put the determinant symbol is not a matrix. Okay, it's a determinant. So plus. Same rule, we leave the number 5 occur row and column. The number 5 occur in the second row, second column. So we leave the second row and second column. What are the remaining elements? 5, 1, 1, 5. We write 5, 1, 1, 5. So outside is plus. We multiply these two. 5 5s are 25. And 1 ones are 1 with a minus. So the answer is 24. 25 minus 1 is 24. Next is a cofactor of the next element is 1, whose place value is A23. Sign of this number is minus. Okay, we leave the number 1 occur row and column. The number 1 occur in the second row and third column. So we leave the second row and the third column. The remaining elements are 5, 1, 1, 1. Okay, outside minus. We simplify this determinant. 5 ones are 5. Next we multiply this two element with a minus sign, so minus 1. What is the final number? 5 minus 1 is 4, but outside is minus, so minus 4. Next, the cofactor of 1, whose place value is second row over. Now we come in third row. So whose place value is A31, that is the number 1 occur in the third row first column. Minus is there, so we put plus. Same rule, determinant symbol. We leave the row and column of 3 and 1. So now we leave the third row and first column. Third row and first column, the remaining elements are 1, 1, 5, 1. Outside symbol is plus. We multiply the leading diagonal elements. 1 5s are 5. Sorry, 1 1s are is 1. 1 1s are 1. Next we multiply these two elements with a minus. So minus 5. So the final answer is minus 4. 1 minus 5 is minus 4. Outside is plus. So plus into minus 4 is minus 4. Next, to find a cofactor of 1. Okay. That place value is A32. That is the third row, second column. Whose symbol is minus. Okay, minus. Determinant. We leave the row and column occurring the number 1. It occurs third row and second column. We leave the third row and second column. Third row and second column we leave. Remaining elements are 5, 1, 1, 1. Minus and outside. We simplify this. 5 minus 1. 1 5s are 5 minus 1. So the final answer is minus 4. 5 minus 1, 4. Outside is minus. And the last one. Cofactor of the element is 5. Whose place value is A33. The symbol of this place value is plus. We leave third row and third column. Okay, third row and third column. The remaining elements are 5, 1, 1, 5. Outside symbol is plus. We multiply these two first of all. 5 5s are 25. 1 ones are 1 with a minus. This 25 minus 1 is 24. So we find a cofactor of each and every element of A. So this matrix is called the cofactor matrix of A. So we write it is cofactor of A. So what are the values occur here? So first we write the cofactor value of A11. And right, we write A12. So what is the value of cofactor of A11? That value is 24. Cofactor of A12, second element, that value is -4. Same, the cofactor of the element A13 is again -4. First row over. Second row, first element we write it is A21. So what is the value of cofactor of A21? The value of A21 is -4. Cofactor value of A22 is +24. A23 value is -4. A31 value is -4. And you see here A32, that value is also -4. And the cofactor value of A33 is +24. So we find the cofactor of the given matrix. So it is a working rule to find the cofactor of any 3/3. Okay, what is the reason this cofactor? The adjoint of the given any one of the given matrix, the formula is a transpose of cofactor. Next, I write the formula adjoint of the given matrix. Okay, the given matrix will be taken is A, so adjoint is A. Formula is cofactor of A whose transpose. Okay, adjoint formula is cofactor of the given matrix transpose. What is the cofactor of A value? The cofactor of A value is that whose transpose is nothing but adjoint. So we write this cofactor value. So 24 -4 -4 -4 24 -4 -4 -4 24, whose transpose is nothing but adjoint. So adjoint A is equal to, now we need this transpose. You know very well how to find the transpose. The rows become a column. We write the first row become first column. So 24 -4 -4. And the second row become second column. -4 24 -4. Third row become third column. -4 -4 20. A inverse is equal to 1 by determinant A. 1 by determinant A value is 112 into adjoint A. Now we write the value of adjoint A. We already find the adjoint A. The value of adjoint A is equal to 24 -4 -4 -4 24 -4 -4 -4 24. We write that value here 24 -4 -4 -4 24 -4 -4 and 24 is the value of A inverse. You see, any element or any number is common in the given matrix. We must simplify. You see, one number is common in each and every element. The element is 4. Okay, 6 4s are 24. All the remaining elements 4. But the sign will change. Plus minus will come. So if we take only the common element, the common element is 4. So if we take outside the element 4. You know very well, in a matrix, any one number is common, we will take outside. So if we take outside the number 4. Then the first row become 6 -1 because 4 6 are 24. Second row become -1 6 -1. Third row become -1 -1 plus 6. So the value of A inverse is also a possible. We cancel in the fourth table. We cancel in the fourth table. 1 divided by 2 4s are 8. Remaining 3 32. Okay, is 8 times. 8 4s are 32. So 1 by 28 of 6 -1 -1 minus 1, 6, minus 1, minus 1, minus 1 and 6. We don't multiply 1 by 28 is enough. Is the value of A inverse.